10, 12, 18, 09. You know a real nigga can't tell no lie. I got a blunt every time the sun rise. Got a shot of whiskey when the moon set at night. Talking with the demons, making love my mind. Consequences from the choices they weren't mine.
So we're live with WhiskeyBoy in Fort Worth, Texas. My bad, I had to redo everything. We're live with WhiskeyBoy in Fort Worth, Texas. What's good, bro? Go ahead, talk to me.
What's up, Cash, man? This shit long overdue, bro.
For real, what you been on? Because, you know, it seems like you've been working a lot. You know, every time I go on Instagram and shit, you working. You know, you got a couple of videos that you pushing out. What you been up to?
I really been, working on this little, my merchandising, really. This little tribe shit that me and my homeboy and them got going on out there in Colorado. Trappers, not trappers. Shit, redo, fuck. It's two reuniting brotherhood everywhere. There used to be trappers reuniting brotherhood, but you know what I'm saying. But it's two reuniting brotherhood everywhere. We're trying to get some positive shit in the environment, cause y'all niggas out here goofy now.
Okay, so this is your first interview, so let's just take it back. So for the people that don't know you, just give yourself a little introduction.
Yeah, man, it's WhiskeyBoy from Magnolia. You know what I'm saying? It's a small town. You probably never even heard of it. You probably get it confused with New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? We ain't too far apart. But shit, I'm a simple person, bro. Like, I make music, I sip my bourbon, I be chilling. Yeah, I get money and stay out the way.
Okay, so we're in Texas right now. So, you know, how was growing up for you? Talk about growing up.
I was always a new kid. I was always a new kid with no guidance, cause I never stayed anywhere for longer than a year. Like, I always leave in the middle of the school year, like every year, and I would go to a different school. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never just had no solid friends and shit like that, because I would always move, family issues and shit.
Okay.
But I would always go back from like Texas to Magnolia to Atlanta. Like, I was all over the place. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really just get stable till I was like 18. I was out there in Mississippi, out there in Jackson. Not even 18, I mean 17. I was out there in Jackson, got hemmed up for some shit. Goddamn police officer, blah, yeah. You know what I'm saying, but.
Okay. And I came up knowing you for doing boxing. When did that shit all start?
I started boxing probably about 16. Like, it all started, I started with Muay Thai. That's what I started with. And then I went to Taekwondo. And then I went to boxing around 16. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I've always liked to be I like to be active, you know what I'm saying? I like, you know what I'm saying? The shit you see in movies, I like to do that shit, you know what I'm saying? That's what I like to do. So, in boxing, I trained with Bud Crawford. He's a champ now. I've been in the gym with Earl Spence. I done trained under Coach Lil, you know, Shakir. I've been with Shakir Stevenson. I mean, I've been with all of them in the gym. You know what I'm saying?
And these are like championship boxers? Because I don't know shit about boxing. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All them champs, bro.
And then you later became a champion yourself. I seen you with a belt or two.
Oh man, I used to kick ass, bro. I used to kick ass, but that was amateur shit. I could never I can't go pro because I had an incident with my right arm. Shit, I got stabbed protecting this lady, keeping her from killing herself. You know what I'm saying? Sacrifices and shit. Like, talk to me about sacrificing again.
So she was gonna cut herself, or?
Bro, it was like that. It was happening so fast. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I had to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't leave. And then, like, you got a whole family that you take care of. So, you know what I'm saying? Shit happened fast.
Yeah, you've been through a lot of shit. You was also in the Army. For those that don't know. Thanks for the service.
Thank you, appreciate it, bro. Veterans Day coming up, nigga, finna go eat.
All right. And then you also like to talk about a lot of PTSD in your music.
Cause that shit real. That shit real, bro. Like, I done had incidents where, like, I've literally got into fist fights with the police and, like, done had to go do time behind that shit. And, you know what I'm saying, they gave me a misdemeanor obstructing a peace officer. And, like, I'll flash out my anxiety real bad. So, like, when you see me out, you always see me, you know what I'm saying? I got my back to, like, the wall. You know what I'm saying? I got my back to the wall because I like to see everything.
just
You
like
know what I'm
stay
saying?
away
Like,
from
you know what I'm saying?
everybody
I like
type
the
shit.
peep shit because like niggas is goofy nowadays, bro. Like niggas is bozos. You can't. I don't know, bro. These niggas is crazy. Fool. So like I'm always on edge just cause like I done been overseas and I done did this, I done did that. But I don't know, bro. Like I go to therapy down there every week, nigga. I done been.
Does it help?
Like I mean, I guess, bro. I mean, it's like an outlet to let that pain and shit out, I guess. But at the end of the day, I feel like shit, they don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of them care, some of them don't. It really depends on if you get a good therapist. I done had several therapists. My first therapist, I flashed out on her. But, nah, man, that PTSD shit is real, bro. Depression is real. All that shit is real. I done had people kill themselves off that shit, bro. That shit is real. It's nothing to play with. Like, people will smile one day and then, you know what I'm saying, that night, you know what I'm saying, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? You got to check on your people. Then, you know what I'm saying, that tribe, you know what I'm saying? Silver Night and brotherhood everywhere, bro.
Okay, that's dope. All right, so back to the music. Where did the name WhiskeyBoy come from?
The name WhiskeyBoy came from my grandpa used to drink a lot of brown whiskey, as he called it, brown whiskey. You know what I'm saying? He say give him the grout in his knees. But he would always get drunk. You know what I'm saying? He'll end up calling me whiskey or some shit. Instead of, you know what I'm saying? He wants the whiskey, but you know what I'm saying? If I want to call me whiskey or some shit. Just on some drunk shit, you know what I'm saying? Just sitting on the couch, chilling, you know what I'm saying? Watching TV. You know what I'm saying? And even in the military, my call sign was whiskey. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just some shit that just kept coming up. You know what I'm saying? And, I was like, shit, my name used to be TVNGY Tangy, you know what I'm saying, on some jiggy shit, you know what I'm saying? Then I was like, and I changed it recently, like 2 years ago. So I was like, shit, you know what I'm saying, cause whiskey kept coming up and then shit, I find myself drinking a lot of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Stillhouse, you know what I'm saying? But it's just some shit that stuck with me, bro, and you know what I'm saying, it's like, just the process of how it's made and everything, bro. If you look into whiskey, bro, that shit's, you know, deep, bro. Like how they burn the barrels and all that shit. Just like the whole process of how whiskey becomes whiskey, you know what I'm saying? Like my whole life has been a process for me to become who I am, you know what I'm saying? So.
And when it comes to your music, you know, you kind of got a different type of sound. Who's some of the artists that you are influenced by?
Bro, my influence, I wouldn't say it reaches wide, but it damn sure ain't like in one area. Like fucking, I like Blink 182, but I fuck with Big Sean, and then over here I like Sum 41, but then I fuck with Kevin Gates heavy. You know what I'm saying? JD Youngin, you know what I'm saying? Just cause like we all down there in Magnolia, you know, in that little area, and you know what I'm saying? Like. So like I try, like I dib and dab, you know what I'm saying, and like, you know what I'm saying, I put it through the fire, I put it through the test, and you know, here I am. So
and you also experimenting with rock music, all type of shit.
Oh yeah, I got a whole rock out, Cold Ship. It was actually a Stillhouse commercial with one of my songs in it. That shit cold. It's called Wake Up. But yeah, man, I do, you know what I'm saying, I put it out here and there, you know what I'm saying, like I might put it out on Audio Mat, you know what I'm saying, like it's just out there, you know what I'm saying, I ain't really promoting it, it's, you know what I'm saying, it's just out there, you know what I'm saying, that's for people that really fuck with me, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, yeah, they'll find it, you know what I'm saying, then I'll put it on SoundCloud or some shit, you know what I'm saying, it's just out there, you know what I'm saying, I ain't really talking about it, you know what I'm saying, it's out there, you know what I'm saying, but if you really fuck with me, then you already know it's out there.
And you mentioned Stillhouse, you're sponsored by them, you're also sponsored by
LD West.
LD West, that's a phone case holster?
Yep.
How did that shit all start? Just cause
my style, you know what I'm saying, the Saint Laurent drill, you know what I'm saying, I always...
Hold on, we can't see, you gotta, yeah.
You know what I'm saying, the Saint Laurent drill, you feel me? I got on Colmar, a lot of niggas don't even know what Colmar is, but I don't know, bro, I always pride myself on looking good, and like I've always liked that mobster look, you know what I'm saying, like Prohibition era, saying they had the gun holsters on, you know what I'm saying, they in New York City, I don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying, like that type shit, you know. So like I always like to look good, Cause you know what I'm saying, if I look good, then I feel good. You know what I'm saying? Then it might be a good day. But then, you know what I'm saying, it's just, then like they seen one of my outfits and they was like, oh, that look good with one of our holsters. I was like, shit, set it up. And then like they sent me the holsters. Like this is actually like my third one they done sent me. Cause like I'm rough on them, like I perform in them, like you know what I'm saying. But like it's like really convenient because I don't like shit in my pockets. Cause it fuck up my silhouette of my shit, you know what I'm saying? Fuck up my silhouette. So it's up here, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool, you know what I'm saying? But down here, like I don't like my pockets all bulky and shit. Well, I don't. But yeah, bro. That's how that shit happened.
All right, and your most recent tape, Rose Gold, what came into the making of that?
Rose Gold Drunk was when I like first went WhiskeyBoy. And like I was in Colorado Springs, I was known, I always had on rose gold jewelry. I had a rose gold grill, rose gold chain, rose gold watch, you know what I'm saying? I had stripes on my car, it was rose gold, you know what I'm saying? And then like niggas would always think that I'm drunk cause like I'm always, you know what I'm saying, I'm off, you know what I'm saying? I'm here, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't drunk or nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just chilling, you know what I'm saying? I'm peeping everything. And yeah man, it's a lot going on, and like it's just a lot going on in that mixtape. It was more, wasn't even like it's what it is. It's a mixtape. It's just a mix of shit on that motherfucker. Like it's
so you aren't really like.
Yeah, I didn't really have a focus on it. You know what I'm saying? Cause like in that part of my life, I couldn't really focus on shit. Like I just got out the military and all the shit that was going on in my life and like shit that I've done and all that shit, like all of it, you know what I'm saying? When you stop moving, like the shit catch up to you, you know what I'm saying? When you living fast, you like, you know what I'm saying? It's back there, you know what I'm saying? It's still running. Just right now, you running faster. But you know what I'm saying? Eventually, nigga, you gonna stop. Oh, then all that shit, you know what I'm saying? It's still jogging. It's gonna catch you. And then when it catch you, you know what I'm saying? It take a hold on you, then like you just wondering like, why all this shit going on, fool? And it's like all that shit that you thought that you let go, that you just brushed off type shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it just fell off, it fell and you kept running, it got up, you know what I'm saying? It kept pumping, you know what I'm saying? It ain't going nowhere. But the minute you slow down and you just got time to think, it all come back to you. So that's why that PTSD and all that shit real.
Yeah, that was deep what you said, I'm not gonna lie. That was some deep shit. Yeah. But back to the music. So we at Varsity BPM right now. I see you here a lot. What's going on over here?
Man, Varsity BPM is the label, bro. It's like we do a lot of work up here. We got our own video space, all that shit. We got a studio space, like you blog, merch, clothes and shit. Well, we got everything up here. It's like a place of peace. You know what I'm saying? We come up here, we vibe, make our music, we smoking, we chilling, and you know what I'm saying? We just letting it flow. You know what I'm saying? Just letting the music come out. It's like a sanctuary almost. You know what I'm saying? You can come up here, your girl done pissed you off. Like, oh, fuck that bitch, you know, instead going to do some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Pull up to the you know, they got couches and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like just a family atmosphere up here. So that's why I'm always up here. It's a cool vibe.
You working on any tapes that you looking to drop?
I'm working on Son of a Bastard. Like people inbox me a lot. Hey, we gonna drop Son of a Bastard. I know it's coming, bro. It's coming. It's just some. I just want to make sure it's perfect. I promise, it's coming. Like I just dropped a video. I got some videos coming for you guys. I'm gonna drop a video. Next week. You know what I'm saying? Like. I'm gonna make sure, you know what I'm saying, it's coming. I promise it's coming.
You also mentioned that you're also directing your own videos from now on type shit.
Yeah, cause like I always wanted to be an actor. Like I would, when I was younger, I did that John Casablanca actor program. So the acting and the modeling and all that shit, went to classes for it, and that shit was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I always wanted to do. Like, you know what I'm saying, act. It's just like I started looking at some of my videos and shit. I was just like, that ain't me. You know what I'm saying? That ain't me, bro. Like,
what you mean by that?
Like when I say it ain't me, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, like it was the core idea was mine, But then, you know what I'm saying, if you put a cake out for too long, niggas gonna start taking pieces and shit. And then like the cake, you know what I'm saying, it ain't a cake no more, you know what I'm saying? Like the core idea was there, but so many people like put in a piece, took a piece and shit, like it kinda changed. So it's like you know what I'm saying, the core is there, but it ain't really what I wanted, you know what I'm saying? It's just that's, you know what I'm saying, that's why I say I'm just gonna do direct, you know what I'm saying, all that shit, like, you know what I'm saying, cause I went to school for the shit, like it's just right, bro. I just had to stop being fucking lazy, bro. I just had to stop being fucking lazy.
And that was my next question too. You wanted to be an actor before all this music shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I almost got casted for a fucking commercial, but I couldn't say the goddamn brand name. It was like Neutrogena or some shit. I was like, it's like flake-free Neutrogena. I was like, what the fuck? I can't say that shit. Like they wanted to cast me and all that shit, bro. I couldn't say the damn name, bro. Like fuck. Cause you know what I'm saying. I always had that heavy accent, and then just I don't know, bro. Just shit. But nah, bro. Like acting's always been there.
This year, you know, recently you got into an incident at a club where it was on some blogs where, you know, a shooting happened. Can you talk about that situation? Is it dismissed?
I don't really know. I don't even know. All I know, bro, PTSD is real, bro. And when someone is telling you, chill out, everybody around you is telling you to chill out because they know that nigga there is a fucking savage. They know that nigga done been overseas. They know that nigga is fucking stupid. And everybody's telling you to stop. And you know what I'm saying? And I done been into situations where, you know what I'm saying, I've seen niggas get, you know what I'm saying, get got off just cause, you know what I'm saying, they wasn't paying a slight attention to some shit. And then, long story short, I you know what I'm saying, I wasn't paying a slight attention to some shit. And shit, one thing led to another, and you know what I'm saying, I'm here.
Looking back on, you know, going to the military and shit, since that shit has changed you so much, do you look back at, you know, maybe it wasn't right for me? I'm not saying regret, but you know, just
nah, man, I love the military.
okay.
Like,
So you wouldn't have done nothing different?
Like, nah, hell no. I love blowing shit up. I love goddamn, you know what I'm saying, just going out there in that mud and shit, out there with that motherfucker. Yeah.
He was a sniper too.
You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
bro? So tell me, bro, I love that, bro. It's cool, bro. Like, I wouldn't. It's not for everybody. It's not for fucking everybody. Like, it wasn't for me for like my first year. Like, I was like, bitch, Tanner can't tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know what I'm saying, I started, you know, doing a little reading and shit. And then, like, Bruce Lee was like, you know what I'm saying, be like water. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying, fit into any environment. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I did a little self-reflecting. You know what I'm saying? I started fitting into that environment. And then shit started going the way I wanted it to, you know what I'm saying? I just had to move different, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't move the way I wanted to, but you know what I'm saying, I still had to, you know what I'm saying, and go do that shit. So it's like, I don't know, bro. Yeah, it's not for everybody, bro.
Other than music, what do you like doing in your spare time? Call of Duty?
I'm more into like the Assassin's Creed and shit. If I'm playing a video game, like I want it to be like, you know what I'm saying, something I can learn a little something from, you know what I'm saying, like something that jog my mind. Like I'm playing this goddamn Assassin's Creed, I'm playing that Odyssey shit. And I was looking into like the gods and all this other shit. And I'm like, man, I learned a lot of shit just cause like, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to see if that shit was real. I'm like, man, how that nigga don't know that shit, you know what I'm saying? I do. So I was like, okay, yeah, alright. Like if I'm gonna play a video, like if I'm doing something, bro, I wanna be able to like learn something, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like if I'm not making music or some shit, bro, I'm either like the range, you know what I'm saying? I like going to the gun range, just like a stress reliever. I'm at the boxing gym. Shit, now I'm just chilling.
But wouldn't the gunshots like, you know, bring back memories and shit, or?
Nah, man, it's not. It's like it don't work. Like PTSD don't work like that for me. Like everybody's case by case. Like I wasn't in a situation to where like gunshots would like throw me off like that. You know what I'm saying? Cause like the gun's right here. You know what I'm saying? Like I know, I see, like I know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like now, if I was like out and about, type shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm just walking around and I hear a gunshot. Then, in that situation, I might, you know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck down, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to put eyes on who's shooting, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm trying to, my next plan, you know, my next step. Like, bro, like, it's case by case. Like, I know this one dude, he gets set off by, he hear like a certain, it's like a certain, like 4th of July, New Year's, that's a wrap on him. Ain't none of that. And like the VA actually sends out emails, they send out letters and shit, you know what I'm saying? Be watchful of your veteran, whoop-de-whoop, this time of year is hard for them, and you know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, people be aware, like, if you, like I said, bro, like, you just be aware, you know what I'm saying? Just peep shit, bro, like, you learn a lot of shit, bro. So, you know.
All right, so what's next for you?
What's next?
I know you said Son of a Bastard, but I mean, what else as far as like moves? Any songs, features coming out?
Oh yeah, man, I'm working on some shit, man. I gotta get with BL Dub, bro. I know I've been putting it off. Like he hit me up, I hit him up, bro. I know I've been putting it off. It's just like I've been had a lot of shit going on, bro. It's just like shit. I'm like, y'all niggas wouldn't understand. But no, definitely BL Dub. I got some shit with Coon coming out. And I'm trying to reach out to I ain't gonna, y'all gonna see. But no, it's gonna be great.
All right, and where can we contact you at?
You can look me up at WhiskeyBoy, but WhiskeyBoy BVY. You know what I'm saying? Whiskey then BVY. Check me out.